Hey, how's it going? Episode or part 19 of Lifeless Love Life in the US and or in the West. I've ranted this far, huh? 19. So if you've survived the first 18 boring videos, I say thank you. In this one, and this one's going to be about the type of girls that appeals to a guy physically, on a physical level. I mentioned a few episodes ago that I do have a certain type. I may have exaggerated on all the physical features that I prefer. I have a certain type, but it's pretty simple. It's other factors that I also want as well. That's what makes me picky. But I want to get into this because one of the reasons why it's tough for an average guy getting the girl, right, is because I say it all the time. It feels like the girl is always taken, right? Whether she's talking to someone or seeing someone, or always has a boyfriend. But let me get into the different types that, in my view, are there. Of course, other guys have their own take. I would imagine. So you have thin or skinny. You have curvy. You have average. You have thin but with like wide hips. You could say you have, of course, a big female. And that's the. And you have athletic build. Now, athletic build could be curvy anyway. and some guys feel that curvy girls are thin. But I think we can agree that skinny is skinny, big is big, and in between is in between. Would be average. And then you have curvy, which is not curvy is in between skinny and average, you could say. So I want to bring it up because in my view the two types of female that guys gravitate to the most in this country, generally speaking, is the curvy girl and I'll just say the skinny girl, because again, I could say thin skinny, but to some guys thin and curvy is the same thing, not to me. So I'll just say skinny and curvy are the top two kinds of females that guys are attracted to or guys prefer. Of course, there are guys out there who like the big girl, all good. Other guys like the big racks. Other guys like the big booty. But to me, the top two, curvy and skinny. Now, this is subject to opinion, but out of those two kinds of girls, which one is the toughest to get with? Again, it's a matter of take, but in my view, it's the skinny girls, the toughest to get with. That kind of girl always seems to be taken at some level. And like I mentioned in the past, man, in my view, the best way to get the girl is either you grow up with her or in school. And I bring that up because if you see your type, if your type is skinny, you see her at school, you got a maid. That's if she's single in school. Or at least if you grow up with her, if she's skinny, got it made, right? But yeah, to me that's the toughest one. The curvy girl, some of them tend to be single. You know what I mean? Yeah, some curvy girls tend to be available. Um, Now I don't want to sound confusing, but despite uh, which type of girl, curvy or big or skinny, um, average, big rack or big booty and whatever, we're still tight in this country. Don't forget that. So even though it could be easier getting with this type of girl or that type, we still freak out over anything. We reject easily. Remember that. You know, God forbid you have a sex side, right? You're supposed to pretend you never heard of sex before if you're a guy. Right? That way you survive at least one hangout. Right. Yeah. I don't want to lose my train of thought. I have a lot on my mind all the time. Just life is not easy. Sometimes it's the individual, right? That doesn't make life easy. Sometimes life, it's just not easy in general, and it throws you a curveball consistently. What else do I want to add here? I mean, the next episode I could be. Next episode is gonna be something maybe similar. It will be similar, except I think I'll be the bad guy on some truths that I'll let out. But yeah, even though, in my view, toughest girl to get with is the skinny one, second toughest is the curvy one, we're still an uptight culture. So, and as I mentioned in the past, all the boyfriends out there who got the girl they want, whether you're a con man or you're a man of power, you got the girl you wanted. I will say, if you're like a quote unquote average guy who got the girl he wanted, shout out to you. Alright. But generally speaking, average guys, it's just, we have a tough time, right? Having that love life. So I'm going to wrap it up a little after 8 minutes. And stay tuned for episode 20. Coming up sometime.